By understanding the intricacies of neural activities and how they are related to cognitive and behavioral processes, we are on the threshold of providing specific treatments and ultimately cures and preventions in our mission to ensure the mental health of the nation.
Pretty lofty goals. Neuroplasticity is the new breakthrough. The brain rewires itself as it learns. But if my brain does it, wouldn't my cat or a rat do the same? So it's not really new.
His biggest breakthrough came from new brain research. Once thought to be fixed, we now know the brain has incredible abilities to rewire itself.
We've been repairing poor processing with stroke victims for years, and we realized that the same processes that they used to improve the way a damaged brain worked would work with someone who was having learning problems.
Looking past the fancy jargon for parts of the brain, what do these experts actually prescribe as the medical miracle to stimulate the brain to rewire?
Stimulate new areas of your brain and grow more connections among brain cells by intellectually challenging yourself. Solve a puzzle, learn a new musical instrument, read a challenging book, play a board or card game, attend a lecture or play, or write a short story.
Well, I suspect many of us do this already. It's almost a job description for a teacher or a therapist. I would think the medieval liberal arts curriculum would provide a lot of this. Grammar, rhetoric, logic, math, geometry, music. Wasn't that the 19th century adult education movement, the Chautauqua, and its 20th century successor, the Internet? So what's changed? Well, in the 21st century, we've gone from passively consuming this stimulating material in tent shows and on the web to actively participating. But for therapy, there is an important addition, the robot. Robots were doing good work in therapy 20 years before they started cleaning carpets. I'm not talking about walking and talking monsters, but the computer games like chess and countless others that provided an intelligent, patient, challenging companion and humble assistant. No need for a human assistant hovering nearby. You had control. So the active ingredient of the therapy isn't the fancy neurojargon or the computer, but rather the way people can now easily become involved in things that a decade ago would have been in the too-hard basket.
Sometimes it's very hard not to help, especially when the patient is struggling to do something that's so easy for us. You must be aware of your patient's progress and remind yourself to let him do those things he has learned.
You do the next one. Men usually like to work with leather.
How often do we hear older people say, I wish I'd had time to, or I wish I'd learned a musical instrument, learned to paint, seen more of the universe? Well, this course is about making such dreams come true. We'll show you how to get started more easily and cheaply. If you're watching this on a computer, you probably have a lot of the tools right there in your hands. We start from the most basic visual and audio skills and work our way up to combinations of these. Why, in no time, you could put all these together in your own international radio, TV, and cinema network. How brain-stimulating would that be? Broadcasting to the world. An international star. How can I make this claim? Because I've done it. I'm no computer programmer. I don't spend a fortune on this. But my trial and error research will save you by eliminating the error part. I can show you in 10 minutes things that took me years to learn. If you still don't believe me, just check out YouTube. Even cats are doing it. They're the big stars. Maybe we can call this Hollywood star therapy. Become an internet star in your spare time in 5 easy lessons. But let's drop back to earth and get started. The first lessons are about audio and visual. We're looking forward to seeing and hearing what you create. So where in this are all the high-powered lessons with parts of the brain, the chemical formula, the hemispheres, the lobes, the neuropsychometrics? Well, the experts gave us the magic ingredient in their prescription: participation. Merely doing these things, according to them, rewires the brain. So, until they change their minds, we may as well do what the good doctors prescribed and have fun doing it. Let's party.
Well, I took her to a doctor, gonna find out what to do. Yes, to a doctor, gonna find out what to do. Well, the doctor couldn't fix her 'cause the doctor is a twister too.
Men usually like to work with leather.